Hello, everyone. Okay, so today I'd like to go through, by the way, I'm Ivan Sutton, of course, I'm with myagency.ca, and I'd like to go through a few really cool features that are in the beta version of Photoshop. So if you haven't already, if you aren't using Photoshop for Adobe Cloud, then then you can go ahead and download the beta version so that you can play around with these really cool AI features that I just think is going to save so much time and energy when it comes to photography and photo editing, that anyone is able to use these features and really do some cool things. So I'll show you one of the most simple things for me. Okay, so you get an image like this. This is a really great shot. If I actually use this for one of my clients, and let's say that you want to remove the background, right? And this one's pretty typical, something that you can do very, very easily. If you want to remove the background from an image, you can go ahead and you can select it using the magic wand tool, or the quick selection tool, and just selecting the object and then masking it out, right? So you can do that. But here with the images, you'll notice that there's this new kind of menu at the bottom that you can use to just click the button saying remove the background, and bang, it's done. No getting in there with any of the tools to kind of um, remove some things. Now, sometimes you don't get everything, so you have to go in and make sure. And you'll notice we're down here. It's a little wonky with this other with the other zipper part. So as you can see over here, you have the mask here that you can go and just pencil that in. But I just want to show you how simple that was. I have another image here that we're going to do the same thing. There's a lot more background here on this one. So, but still, again, with every image that you bring in, you can go ahead and click to select the removal of the background. And here we go. Bang, just like that. And it's gone. That's pretty neat, right? So I don't know how much time that saves, but it seems like a pretty neat feature. So but then it also has these generative AI tools here. So an image like this, let's say that I wanted to create a header, all right, then would be a little bit too square to be able to use. So let's say I want to lengthen it out. Now I can go ahead and crop it out like this, and try and get something a little bit better, but I might be losing a bit of the head or the foot. And let's say that I want to keep everything in the picture. So what are my options? Well, I would typically go and let the image be, the canvas size be a little bit bigger. Now I wouldn't use an image this size for a header, but just work with me on this. I'm going to expand this out to let's say 3,000 pixels, and that's nice and centered, great. And I want to expand out this portion of the image. What would I typically do? It would take me, a bit of time to kind of, match the sky and figure out what's over there, because there's no information there for me to capture. But with this new tool, I can go ahead and just capture a portion of the image and hit generative fill. Now I can write in anything I want there, I guess, but I'm just going to go ahead and see what it does on its own, just by me hitting the generative fill, just by selecting that section, and it will basically take a look at the image and fill in the rest of the space. And sometimes it's pretty amazing. All right, there we go. Okay, now that's pretty amazing, right? It just created that, and it looks fantastic to me, and much more creative than I would have come up with on my own, right? So that's the first one. The second one is it is a little bit more touchy-feely, but But here you have a guy on a bicycle, there's 3 lanes of traffic, a lot of things are going on. The picture's a little fuzzy and blurry. So what can generative AI do in a situation like this through Adobe Photoshop? Well, let me just see. I'm going to select the section. Let's see, I'm going to put a section right here. And I'm going to ask it to put in I don't know, a car, maybe a green car, maybe a car, just a car. Because I like a car in that lane, heighten the danger feel, for this guy on the bike. And let's see what it will do. And for me to do this, I would then have to find the right car going in the right direction with the right angle, and then place it into the picture and try and match it so that it looks like it belongs there. But let's see what generative AI will do here. Bang, there we have it. And you'll see that here you have this vehicle on the road, and it kind of matches the picture, right? It's really kind of kind of lighter on this side and a little bit fuzzy, but it gives you that feeling that car is in the picture. So, and it also gives you other options here. You'll notice they've got some variations that you can click on. I don't like that car. Then it might give me a Porsche. Look at that. Or all right, this guy, it always happens. Someone decides to block traffic. So you can select this, or you could ask it to go ahead and create additional options for you. And I'll wait for this to finish. Going back to the first image. Okay, there we go. All right, fine. Then we ask it to generate another set of images for me. It'll whip through this real fast. And here we have it. So we have a nice a light car here. That's nice. It looks really good there in that lane. That looks good. We also have a red car. Let's see how fast we can get to that picture. All right, there we go. That's a red car. And let's see what the other variation is. There we go. All right. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Let's stick with this one here. That's nice. All right. And the last one, I want to see how it worked on like a black and white image. And I'm going to try and just expand this image out the same as I did the first one. So let me just see what the image size is here. Oh, that's a bit huge. So I'm going to drop that down to 2000 pixels here real fast. And then let's up on that. Okay. We're going to, again, stretch the pull the canvas out to about 3000 pixels. I would never use this on a website, but just for this, I'm using it. And I'm going to capture a bit of that picture. I'm going to say, listen, can you generate me something cool here to fill out that page so I have a nice, banner for the page if I was going to use this picture. And let's see what we get here. Let's see if it can take, like, this is a pretty complex carpet. So I just want to see if it will, like, what it's going to give me, how it's going to work through that carpet. Okay, that is pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's just see what those variations look like. And I can easily use that section over there. Here, it seems to have continued the carpet along and took out the hallway there. That's a neat idea. I think it's done a really good job on the carpet, and I love this. This is nice. I'm not even sure what that white section is there, but basically it's an area that I can put text over if I want to or not. But I just want you to look at what Photoshop has for its AI and see how it's going to help. Some people say that this is going to really, it's really going to kill the photography business. It's going to take away business from creators out there, content creators. But I think it's just an amazing tool, and I cannot wait to see what they come up with next.